I'm not ending the stream. I just simply split the VOD. It's very unnecessary, but like, if there's someone who's watching me specifically for the Outer Wilds VODs on YouTube, I want to make sure that the VODs are split. Because if I didn't split the VOD, then someone would see that hotel stream and be like, oh, you're only playing that. But that's not true. I don't know if like people who only stream on YouTube, I don't know if they do that. I don't know if they do that. Or if they just keep everything on one VOD. But that's how I like to do it. If you're here on YouTube watching the VOD, hey, what's up? What's up? We were playing a different game, and now we are playing Outer Wilds because I got scared. And I didn't want to play that game anymore. I mean, like, I kind of did, but it also wasn't quite the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So we're playing Outer Wilds. Well, that's not correct. Don't ignore that. That was the YouTube stream. Let me hide some things. I'm now home. Yeah, you got home at the worst time. I'm so sorry we're doing this now. Unfortunate timing, but I appreciate the lurk. Let me go back in my corner. Okay. So, last week we went to Great Wolf Lodge. I got into a safe. That was cool. Hope our stream's great. Thank you. Resume expedition. So, we need to get in that safe because I want to know. Now. Hi, Cuddle. Game silent. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. It's not silent. It's never been silent. Okay. Yeah. Those wires are definitely receiving and sending data. I can tell you that much. Oh. I didn't... I gotta remark that thing. I gotta mark that. Ooh. 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 I want to read these. A slide reel shows a very strange vault being encased in large metal structure and lowered underwater. Nearly all of the slides have been burned and cannot be viewed. I discovered a vast subterranean lake beneath the submerged structure. The sealed vault is resting on the shore of the lake. There are 3 interfaces, each marked with one of the 3 symbols from the vault. I rotated the mechanism in front of the vault, causing it to strain against the chains. Moments later, rays of green light spilled out of the vault. I found a low-lying region near the entrance to the stranger. There are wooden, ornate metal artifacts, and I know about that. The light coming out of the vault gave me a vision of a climbing spiral staircase to a room near the top of a tower. One of the stranger's inhabitants pointed at a mural of an identical tower beneath a ringed planet, then picked up an artifact and carried it downstairs to a room with a green fire. Sometime later, 2 of the lamps turned off, plunging the mural into darkness and revealing a secret passage. The passage led to 3 wooden containers, each marked with a glowing felt seal. Okay. Identical tower beneath our ringed planet. We don't have any ringed planets in our solar system. It's probably their home. Especially considering... Oh, wait. I forgot to mark the stranger on my hood. That was why I did that in the first place. Whoops. Okay. I do think... Okay, so The top of the tower had those 3 portraits. I had been to 2 of them. I do think I need to make it to the 3rd one to kind of see what that business is about. I'm pretty sure I know where that is. I think it's on the top of those cliffs. The issue is I don't know how to get there. So that is a little bit of a problem. There are some other couple of things I haven't quite gotten. It has that window that makes like the green. You know that window? I don't know what that does. I just know that it does exist. And my knowledge kind of ends there. So I do think that thing, it's just on the surface. And I don't... Where's that gonna go? I'm not really sure how to get up on the top of those. Except this over here, I haven't done anything with. And it's quite tricky to go over there. You would need to maybe come around here and then go that way. So I think I'm gonna try that, but we're gonna have to see, because that was quite tricky. I did try it and it just did not work. No. We'll see. Don't do that. Okay. Think I could do anything in there? Probably not, but I'm umbly and tumbly. Can I go this way specifically? Ignore the current. I want to go all the way over here. Also, don't get caught in that thing. We're not doing that. Ooh, go that way. Go that way. Go that way. You really want to stick to this side here. I think that's good. Looks good to me. Those look like they're kind of like the bridges and stuff. They do kind of look like they're in the air. So I'm not super sure how we're gonna go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way. If they're in the air, I don't know how to get up there. I would maybe, oh no, there's a thingy. That works. Hello, please get me. Maybe that is the other thing. There's something on there that's written. You have 22 minutes. This, I can't read it. And this has a circle. Oh, an elevator that I cannot use right now. So that's not good. I could probably go get one of those contraptions before it's too late. I would say yes, especially... Uh-oh. Well, okay. This is fine. Don't fall through holes. I should have enough time. I think I'll be okay. I just need to, like, get back out somehow. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna achieve that, but trust and believe. I'm gonna come over here. And maybe I can get up on the grass over here. Advocating for not going in holes? Oh, just not that one. Okay. Let's see if I can somehow get down from here. I feel like I could if I tried really hard. Go! Uh-oh. I can't wait for the dam to break. FOV seems crazy. Of the game? Oh wait, can that pick me up? Okay. That'll work. Get in there. Uh-oh. Not good. Go in there. Uh-oh. How? Should I just start over? I'm thinking maybe yes. It's fine. Isn't there only one? This is just the default field of view. I don't think I was getting in that boat. I was not. Okay. We'll get the contraption. Hey, Quantum Moon, my best friend. I love the Quantum Moon. The YouTube chat isn't showing up on my stream. Why is that? How am I gonna include you guys? Why aren't you showing up? That can't be right. Let me see if I can fix that somehow. You are there. For all intents and purposes, you should be there, so I don't know why it's not working. But I can still read you guys. It's just Twitch chat won't know what you guys are talking about. It's a secret. It's a secret between me and you. That's a good autopilot, right? That's not gonna mess me up in any shape or form. I hate YouTube chat. Don't do that. I actually have no clue why it's not showing up, but it's fine. You know what? They made it legal to combine the chats into one overlay. I wanted to do that, and I just haven't done that. I mean, realistically, I could have done it before they made it allowed. It's just I didn't get around to it. But now it's like allowed. So I could, and no one's gonna get me in trouble. I probably wouldn't have gotten in trouble regardless, but okay. Let's get a contraption. I just moved over here. You know, I can read both chats pretty good. I don't have a preference on what people do, so I'm chill with whatever. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I have a friend and moderator who's both of those things. And he, his internet prefers YouTube. So I like having it as an option. I think going through this little creek was like for sure safe. I don't feel like doing everything to what is and isn't safe. And then most of the inside was safe. It's over here. Just go. Get your contraption. And then we just need to simply, I was eaten and brought here. Uh-oh. Who's eating you? I want back in this boat. And then we just need to do that again. It wasn't too bad steering my ship the first time. So. Okay. Cuddle, eat. Oh yeah! Guys, sometimes my memory lasts for 2 minutes. Sometimes 2 minutes is a stretch. Let's... Okay, you gotta stay over to the side so we can go where we need to go. Wait! I don't have a fire in the artifact. So... I do need that. Have you considered having it last 22 minutes? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be really sweet if my memory lasted for that long? The other day, I think it was yesterday, I had lunch, and as I was eating lunch, my mom came in the room, and my goal was to do my commissions after eating lunch, but instead of doing that, I told my mom the entirety of Outer Wilds. And then I told her about how like music has like a big impact on the game, and she said I would like to hear the music, so we listened to some of the songs. Go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way. And so I spent an obnoxiously long time telling her the entire lore of this game, and then I did a commission, but not as much as I should have. Actually, that was Tuesday. And sure, I did tell her the whole entire thing. However, she doesn't play video games, so it's not like she would have ever played this. Okay, so... Oh. I didn't need the contraption. It just... Okay, well... Oh, I was naked, wasn't I? I didn't have my flashlight when I was in the thing, so the elevator... Okay, well... I have the contraption, just in case I need it. What's this? Oh! This is that other room. Maybe they will give me a secret. Which one was it? I think it was this one. If it's not this one, we'll just try again. Yeah. I imagine there can't possibly be anything in here besides dead guys, but I'm scared. Yeah, it looks like dead guys to me. Can I take my contraption? I wish I could... See, I can't combine them. Or else it wouldn't be saying, you're already holding it. Don't stand in that. Yeah, I don't think I can. I think that's just there. It's very spooky noises, but I'm not huge on that. Okay, so... Allegedly not much in here. What's in there? I wonder if these kind of get destroyed when the flood happens. They are on sticks and things. This is another movie house? Looks like it. Oh, and they have a contraption here. That's the window. It's the window. It's fine. It's fine. I got scared. There's a door. The D-O-R-E. I'm probably gonna have to get a lantern from the other. I do like the movies. Just grab a lantern real quick. I can't imagine what that window is doing. Why you got green windows? And... I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. Put that in there. Looked like down here was probably where the movie is. Hello? There's one. I think I saw another one. 2 movies for me. The way that they're placed in really odd places. So I wonder if at some point there were more movies. Because, like, if you only had 2 movies, why did you place them so far apart? Why'd you make so many shelves? Not that it, like, super matters. It was like, do they have movies? Do you think they had the Minion movie? Do you think they had the SpongeBob movie? I don't know. I'm gonna bring the other one upstairs too before I get started. Just in case, because like, what if the building falls down? You know? Alright. Movie time. This one appears to be about the contraption. The game's log is calling it the artifact. It also says things like you're already holding the artifact. However, contraption is just an objectively better word for this thing. Okay, okay. This one appears to be about the contraption. Ooh, we get music. So they are here, maybe in our universe. Yeah, our universe. I can see the twins. They're watching, and they're leaving, and they are here watching a movie. And they're kind of sad. They miss their home. And then we're here. This is the place where you go to die. You take a nap and you die. Now, let's talk about things. When you... So they went in here. For why? For why? Because I'm just thinking... This isn't like cryogenic, you know? This isn't a freezy, you know, this isn't May Overwatch. You aren't getting frozen. They weren't expecting to be here for a long time. Or else they would have done cryogenic stuff, right? You know, Fallout, they did that. May from Overwatch. When you're sleeping for a long time, you freeze yourself. These guys didn't do that. Maybe they just didn't know. Maybe they've never seen Overwatch. They didn't have that in their solar system. But if this wasn't a long thing, they also wouldn't have done that. If this was something like such as a bomb shelter, they're just here to, you know, be here, you know, hiding from something. They don't like the eyeball very much. They made that clear. They think the eyeball is bad. My interpretation of what the eyeball thing was, they saw what happened with the sun exploding and taking everything, and then the eye, you know, making the new universe and all that stuff. I don't know that it necessarily made it. It did allow us to see it, but I don't know that it necessarily made it. My point being, I think they saw our sun explode and interpreted that as it being the eyeball. And that's why they chose. Can I pause? I'm scared time is passing while I'm doing this. Because that would suck. If time is still passing while I'm doing that. So I'm just thinking, you know, they die in their shelters. Maybe they did think that they were going to be in there for a long time. And they just died. But they didn't have any ice, so they didn't know, or they weren't expecting it. They also, I mean, one of them is empty, you know. So, there is some amount of ghost matter in here, but not a lot. Not a lot. And it's hard to tell the timeline, at least right now, of did they get here before or after the Nomai. They are pretty advanced, but that doesn't mean anything because they're probably from an altogether different solar system. Or at least that's how I like to think. There is some ghost matter inside. It is by the door, the DORE. So maybe some ghost matter got in, but not a lot. But you would think there would be more ghost matter by like the dock where all the ships are, if that was it. So I want to say they got here after the Nomai. That's my thinking. I think there would be more ghost matter around if that was the case. But even thinking about the planets that we know, the ghost matter is really randomly scattered around. Like, on Brittle Hollow, it's not really on the surface of the planet, but it is under where all the people are. And I don't know. I don't know the exact science of ghost matter. There's rocks, and some of the rocks are bad, and some of the rocks are fine. So maybe some of the evil rocks, they degrade over time. I don't know. But I feel like they came after the Nomai. And I feel like maybe they were trying to go home because they gave up on the eye. They said, nah, they're missing their home. They're missing their home. So they got in these, maybe these are like the chairs you sit in, like, you know, an airplane chair. That's where they are. That's not a lot of seats though. This is a very big place for like what, how many of them are there? Let's say there's like 12 seats per building. That's not a lot. Unless it was just an expedition and their whole species is still at home. This is just like a select few, but I don't know. That is an option. There's a lot. But then, you know, let's think about Pompeii and then Nomai. You know, in both situations, they all just died where they were because it was sudden and fast. These guys also died where they were. That doesn't mean it was necessarily Pompeii, because if they were sleeping, they could have died in their sleep. They could have starved. They could have died of thirst. They could have also... Someone's gonna get crazy, guys. Gonna get crazy. They could have been in an induced coma of sorts. And maybe they never woke up from the induced coma. And the reason I say that is just because, I don't know, there's some stuff going on with the contraption and the fire. And to get in that lake thing, we have to meditate holding a contraption. What are they doing? They're all holding the contraption. If I meditated while holding a contraption in one of those buildings, I wonder what would happen. I don't know. That would be, well, that's worth exploring. I do think I would probably not, I don't think anything would happen, but I'm just thinking, you know, me meditating holding an artifact caused that one thing to happen. So what are they doing holding the artifact? We just don't know. We are looking at the movie that will probably tell me something about that, but I'm just thinking an induced coma seems kind of likely. Hibernation, that's also a possibility. Now, I don't think turtle owls hibernate. That is something that bears often do. But bird owls, turtle owls also aren't real, so I guess they could hibernate if they wanted to. They do also live in Great Wolf Lodge, and despite it being called Gay Man Hibernate, oh yeah, you haven't seen that before? I've seen it. You ever seen Fat Bear Week? That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Who was I just talking about Fat Bear Week recently? Great Wolf Lodge, while the name does have wolf in it, and the merch is a very heavily wolf theme, it is just kind of woodsy themed in general. And there's characters. I don't know if you guys know this, but Great Wolf Lodge has characters. They have like mascot suits and stuff. And there's a girl wolf and a boy wolf. And there are some other characters. And I think there's a bear, guys. I think there's a bear. Let me look it up. Great Wolf Lodge characters. Now just hear me out how this can apply to Outer Wilds. Yeah. Okay. There is a bear, guys. Check this out. That's really little. This is the Great Wolf Lodge mascots. You see the wolf in the orange and the wolf in the purple. Those are, you know, the wolves. Wait, they have, here's one with maybe their names. Yeah. Did they get rebranded? They got rebranded and they're kind of ugly. But yeah, there's like, they have mascot suits that come out sometimes. And as you can see, there are 2 bears in the Great Wolf Lodge. Now, what is that? Do you see that? Do you see that? It's an owl. Who lives in the Great Wolf Lodge? The owl turtles. Do you see? Do you see? This is Great Wolf Lodge, guys. The owl turtles are just one of many. And who do they live with? They live with the bears. What do the bears do? They hibernate. Everything's connected. Everything's connected. Now, we don't know about when are the, you know what? Not to mention, okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. What do beavers do? What do beavers do? Let's talk about this. What's a beaver do? They build dams. What's the main gimmick of this ship? There's a dam and it explodes. Just think about it, guys. Just think about it, because we have the owls, we have the hibernating bears, we have the beavers. We just got to figure out now, where do the wolves come in? Where do the raccoons come in? Where does that squirrel with the camera come in? You know where the squirrel with the camera comes in? You know where she comes in at? I don't know that she's a girl. I feel like she has like eyelashes. But I'm just saying, where does the squirrel come in? Where does the squirrel come in? What's she holding? She's holding a camera. What did the owl turtles do? They make movies. Who's recording the movie? The squirrel. No one understands this game like I do. No one gets it like I do. But now, let's think about it. Let's think about it. Only 2 things in here in this image that we haven't figured out yet. Where does the wolf come in? Where does the raccoon come in? I don't know yet. I don't know that part yet, but we'll get there. I can promise you we're gonna get there. This game is Great Wolf Lodge. I'm so sorry if you don't know what Great Wolf Lodge is, because I do talk about that every time, and you know what happens? I don't know if anyone knows what Great Wolf Lodge is. Great Wolf Lodge, can I just show you a picture or several? Great Wolf Lodge is an indoor water park. There's a couple different locations. You may be getting banned from the kitchen. You had me unmuted. You had me unmuted in your kitchen. Why would you do that? Wait, are you saying that I'm not cooking? Are you saying that I'm banned from the kitchen because I'm not cooking? Or did you say that I'm banned from the kitchen because you had me in your kitchen and your family said, can you turn that off? Because I didn't want to hear about Great Wolf Lodge anymore. Which one was it? The silence is deafening. I think I got banned from her real life kitchen, guys. I think I was banned. Why would you have me unmuted? You're the only one awake? Oh. I was gonna say, having me unmuted where anyone around you could hear you is an insane choice, and you should not do that ever. So this is what the water park is. Not a good quality image for some reason. But this is like the water park part of Great Wolf Lodge. Here's another one. Oh, this one looks nice. What's an AV1 file? I don't want that. I'm just trying to show you guys. Ooh, Like, what a great... Oh, this is a good picture. I don't want to copy the image. I want to save the image. You saying I'm banned because I was cooking too hard? Stupid. I'm doing exactly what I should be doing. Look, look, look. There's lots of wood, and there's a river. There's a lazy river. I'm having a hard time finding a picture of, like, the lobby of Great Wolf Lodge, because that conveys, like, the theming much more. This is called the Wolf Den. Oh, here. You guys want to see what the rooms look like? Like the bedrooms? This isn't all the bedrooms. When I went to the Great Wolf Lodge, I didn't have one of these rooms because I was too old. But there's a hotel. It's an indoor water park hotel. And sometimes you could get rooms that are like a hotel room, but there's also like this thing for children to play in. They also had animation matronics. Great Wolf Lodge animatronics. They don't have them anymore. But, like, look at this. Take a look at this, guys. So this was always, like, in the very middle of the lobby. Oh, that's really big. That's really big. Now look at this. Now look at this. This is, like, in the lobby. It's very, you know, woody and what's that? What's that? Huh? Huh? What is that? It's an owl. It's an owl. They have an animation matronic owl because this ship was the last Great Wolf Lodge. It was the last one. And then they stopped doing them. It's hard to, like, get a good picture of the lobby. Ooh, this one's nice. That's a good one. This is the lobby in California. See how it's very just, like, woody and foresty and rustic? That tree thing is where the animation matronics usually are. See the vibe. And what's that? Antlers? Like the bird turtles have? No one understands it like me. No one understands this like I do. And you guys will say, you're banned from the kitchen. You're cooking too badly. This food sucks. But I know there's more than enough evidence to say they were hibernating. Specifically. All of that to say, they're just hibernating. That was my point. Okay, so they're going in with their contraptions. And he says he's sleeping. Sleepy time, hibernating time. And it lights up. I love to sleep. And that's it. Okay. So what did I tell you? When you sleep, it's fine. When you hibernate and make the thing light up, we didn't know about that. All right. Next one. So you're banned from the kitchen even with the North Normal theory because I think it's funny. I do think my Great Wolf Lodge theory is insane. I do feel quite a bit like Charlie when he had, the image of Charlie from Always Sunny, where he's got, like, the board with all of the papers. You know that one? It's a famous meme. Do you know that one? I do feel a bit like that. However, am I wrong? They went to sleep. I said, hey guys, I think they're gonna go to sleep. And then I paused it, and then I elaborated on how I think they're going to go to sleep, and then I unpaused it, and then they went to sleep. What do you want from me? I'm sorry that my brain is too big on water parks. I can't help it, right? And considering they're all still lit, like they lit up when they fell asleep, considering it's still lit, they just didn't wake up, I think. I think. There's, you know, we could talk, like, what do we think that fire is? What do you think the fire is? You know? It could be your soul transferring into that little thing. It could be. They got stuck in the contraption. I don't know. That makes pretty good sense to me. Could just be science, but going to sleep and something lining up, that does, I mean, the fire of your soul. That makes sense to me. Oops, this is correct. He's approaching this thing, and he put his wiener in there. Do you guys see that? Put it right in there, and it lit up. And it put the third seal off. Okay. That doesn't mean much to me, I'm not gonna lie. That meant, in fact, not anything to me. This is the one that's underground, I think. She's got a rock. Like the underground caves. This seal also matches that one. But that doesn't... That doesn't tell me a lot. Right above the white light, there is like that circle symbol, which they also have on the door to like get into Great Wolf Lodge. I felt like it was passwords to get inside, but this is linked. It's using the same symbol. So that's ad break starts soon, but I want to play games. I want to play games. It's fine, like, you know. I want to meditate with those guys. I want to see what's up. I want to see what's up. I don't think they're gonna be alive, whatever I do, but I want to know what's going on. Wait, it's this one. I'm gonna go in here. There's a fire in here. Something scary could happen, so I don't know. Go sleepy. And then what happens? Are we just gonna start over? No, we're here now. We're this. They aren't in here, so... Okay. Why? Why? Ah. Ooh. Oh, it's Great Wolf Lodge, guys! I'm sorry, that's Great Wolf Lodge. What did I tell you? Where am I? I can't see very good in here. You would think... Ad break starting soon. It starts in a minute. Hey, this is that thing he put his wiener in. Huh. I'm gonna go to the Great Wolf Lodge. I'm gonna go on a water slide. I'm gonna go to the Great Wolf Lodge. I'm gonna play a video game. They have video games there. Oh, an instrument. There's my hands, just so. What's this? Awfully hard to see in here. Where's the hotel rooms at? I want to go and partay. Go back down. It is really dark. Ad break in 10-ish seconds. Low key. A dining room? That's very nice. Hey! That's space. My house. What is that thing? But is that actually my house or a fake my house? Oh. Spooky. It grabbed me. Nice tree. Ad break starting. I'll chill. I can chill for 3 minutes. So let's just talk. Notice how I was correct about the sleeping. Notice how I was correct about the hotel. 3-minute chill time. I was correct about the hotel. I was correct about sleeping. I was correct about the beavers, the owls, the bears, the squirrel. We saw that dining room. Great Wolf Lodge has 2 restaurants in it. One's like a sports bar for some reason. I guess because they're like, the dads don't want to watch their children. So, I mean, the moms can go to the sports bar, but anyone can. It was family friendly. I think we went there the day we got there for like lunch. Because, you know, there's 2 restaurants. So your options are kind of limited, but it was very manly. It was very manly. Woodsy. I love bears kind of thing. I would not. Grey Wolf Lodge was like fun as a kid, but I don't know that I would go back. I don't know, something about indoor water park just seems moldy and bad. But it was fun. It was fun. I like when there's games inside. You had an arcade, they had all kinds of things. It's where a kid can be a kid. But that's Chuck E. Cheese. They say his name's Charles Entertainment Mouse. I don't know if that's true. But we will find out where the raccoons are hiding. We will find out where the wolves are hiding, you know? I could make a connection on the wolves right now. They love that big-ass planet with the ring. You know what wolves like? They like moons. I'm just saying. Maybe they're not an owl turtle. Maybe they're just a combination of everything from Great Wolf Lodge. We don't know the raccoons yet, but we'll figure it out. But everything else does have a pretty good connection. They've got the wolves. They like their planet. The owls are there and present. They are also in this game. The bears sleep. The squirrel takes the pictures and makes the little movies. The deer that are in the chandeliers in the building, they contributed their horns. Is that break done? It seems done. Or they love trash cans? Well, I was thinking, you know, raccoons have thumbs. So, you know, they have hands and they could make things such as a contraption. Raccoons probably love contraptions. That's what my theory kind of is. But we do have plenty of time, you know, to figure that out. Yeah, look, that's a nice pond. I'm sorry, it's just, this is a hotel. It's very beautiful, but this is a hotel. Well, that can't be good. Are you good? What was that noise? What is that? People are speculating raccoons might be one of the next animals to be domesticated. I doubt that. I mean, I doubt people. I mean, I don't doubt that people have said that, but I doubt that that would happen. Ooh, he liked to play instruments. Okay. I think we'll see coyotes be domesticated before raccoons. However, I don't think we will ever see an animal domesticated in our lifetimes. That movie's on. Also, there's a shadow. Hello, Lulander, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you guys doing? There's a guy. Do you see that? There's a guy there. And I just can't help but notice that. Welcome in, welcome in. Please take care of yourself after stream. Eat, drink, take your meds. Rest if you need to. Raid and dash if you need to. And enjoy the rest of the stream. I'm gonna go talk to that guy. He low-key, he does appear to be living. How do I get down there? How do I get down there? How do I talk to that guy? Homophobia. People do be liking that game. How do I get down there? Can I jump off a cliff? I'm not gonna do that. There's a guy. I want to talk to that guy. Is there stairs to go down? Kind of. Hi. John, Great Wolf Lodge. How do I get in there? Great Wolf Lodge. I'm scared. What if you're mean to me? Great Wolf Lodge, can I come in? I am on a time limit. And I would like to come in. I would really like to. Why do you not have any good doors here? Uh-oh. Go back to sleep, go back to sleep. We gotta see John, I gotta see Great Wolf Lodge. I don't know how much time we have left. Great Wolf Lodge, I'm gonna come get you. I don't know how much time is left. But that kind of sucks that I fell into the water. That wasn't really the ideal situation here. This reminds me of Spirited Away. Unironically, this part right here does. I gotta remember how I got like grabbed. I think up here. I peeked and a grabby thing stole me. Maybe it was down. I think it must have been down. I'm trying to run. Yeah, because there was the dining hall. It would have been over here. And I was taking a peek there, right? No. I was taking a peek somewhere. It must have been down here. Hello? There you go. That's a fun little thing that you do. Great Wolf Lodge. Can I come in? Great Wolf Lodge. Hello? Let me in. I'm gonna interrupt your movie. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. I made him mad. Great Wolf Lodge. Great Wolf Lodge, I'm kind of scared. You didn't sound happy. Great Wolf Lodge, I'm alive. I'm gonna be your friend. Are you looking over here? There's the movie shelf over here. Great Wolf Lodge. I'm scared. I didn't like the noises that you made at me. And if you jump scare me, I'm gonna cry. Because I already played a scary game today. Can you open the door? Hey! I'll look for another way in. Is that open? I was already in here. Hey, Grey Wolf Lodge. Why are you making noises like that? Is the sun gonna explode soon? Do we have different music for when we're in here? That'd be kinda neat. Great Wolf Lodge. It's just really dark in here. And I'm frightened. I can go back upstairs more. Hey! Great Wolf Lodge. I hear gurgling. Gurgling's not good. I swear to God. If I get jump scared, I'm gonna start crying. Because I just want to be Great Wolf Lodge's friend, I think. Or is this something? Hey! It's a hole. Okay, that's nice. I'm like scared. Great Wolf Lodge, what the hell, man? Made him mad and he left. Though, he probably scared too. He's probably just as scared. Because what if you thought your whole guys were gone? And suddenly, I'm kind of short. I'm realizing that. What if you thought your whole species were gone and suddenly someone is flashing your contraption and saying, hey, you're Great Wolf Lodge. Come be my friend. I would be scared if I was him. I'd be like, well, I have to go. Oh. I'm not sure that I wanted to be grabbed. Is this the way that I came from? I don't really know. The darkness just freaks me out. It's just too much. Okay, I lit this up. And that does something. Wait, is that Great Wolf Lodge? Cause when his movie turned off, presumably because of me, he did make a similar noise. I have to be running out of time. Right? Like, objectively? My hands are, like, sweaty. I'm scared. An elevator. This sounds like it could be sun exploding music to me. My hands are gross. It's also really hot in my room, so that like also isn't helping. I'm gonna come to the stack and someone's gonna push me. A boat? Yeah, I can hear the sun. Where are you going? You guys know about the Phantom of the Opera? In sleep, he sings to me. In dreams, he came. That voice which speaks to me and calls my name. And though I dream again, something else. I don't like how dark it is. I don't like this. Oh, that's a nice little shack. Let's cut things. Oh. Welp. That's not surprising. That shack had a safe. Similar. I wonder If I put my wiener in there, like in the movie, could that have done something? I'm just hypothesizing, really. That made me too nervous, just like a smidge. The way he was making noises, it's because, like, I get it. I would be scared if a guy was in my indoor water park, but that can't be right either. I do have something that I did think of that I wanted to try. So we can do that now. That was quite spooky, though. I need a low cortisol theory to test right now. Something that is not a little frightening. I had never really considered that maybe they wouldn't be friendly to a stranger. It makes sense. What do you have to say? Anything good? You have Hidden Gorge. More to explore. And then this one. Okay. I can leave now. I'm lost. There it is. It'd be awfully interesting if we had a way to translate their language. I don't know if we'll ever get that, but it would be neat. One contraption, please. Don't get too crazy. I do need to get a contraption from the contraption store. That's nice. That's nice. I'm aware. Ugh, my adrenaline's too high from seeing a scary guy. Boop. So then, my ship's on the other side of the creek. My thing I need to test out. Is my ship gone? That's fine, I suppose. I could try hibernating in every single one of those things, but maybe I don't want to. Not gonna lie. That was a bit much. I need to go there. We're going back to the tower. It is a little tilted, I won't lie. It is peculiar, though, that they're... I don't know. I mean, I guess there were doors, but they didn't have a very visible way to get in there. Wait, this isn't correct. That's not what I wanted to do. I need to go in here. I need to take a little swim. And we are gonna come in here. And go upstairs. And then we're gonna sit here for a minute. Trust and believe. This is a theory. We do have to wait a while, though. So, you know, if anyone wants to talk about how their day went, anyone want to tell me workplace drama that they know about? I don't know. But we're gonna sit here for a minute. It was really hot in my room, and I'm starting to chill, but it was real spooky, and I don't know if that was the intended reaction, but it was spooky. It was spooky. Who's got a story for me? My stomach hurts a smidge, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. Is it 'cause... Hello, thank you for the subscribe. That's YouTube notification. That person could be here. It also could have just seen a YouTube short. We don't know. But thank you if you are here. Wouldn't it be crazy if someone just grabbed my shoulder? Hey. I don't think it worked. Okay. Bummer. My big theory was that when the window starts doing that, your vision flickers, and I assumed the electricity flickered, and I thought that the lights would go out, but it didn't. It didn't. And I was when I kind of sat here for a minute, I was kind of thinking about like, well, it only flickers, so even if they turned off, that wouldn't have been enough time for me to get in there. So we tried. Can I take a little peeky? We did that one. Let's see what this tower's got for us. Except I don't know if I can. I can land. Careful. Nice. Ouch. Here. That's probably too close. This is Minecraft. I think Minecraft, you can probably do that with redstone. Not gonna lie. Where will you take me? I hope... What, the lantern thing? No, just the concept of, like, removing light. I think they can do that in Minecraft. You remove something and then something else happens. It's real. It happens in Minecraft. Light sensors. Okay, well, I was thinking more like you take something away. I'm scared and nervous. I feel ill. Is this... I don't know where I am. Look at that. It's awfully lit up, isn't it? isn't me. Maybe it is. But I swear it was making noises after I'd stopped moving. Maybe it's just a delayed sound effect. I wasn't moving. Right, Wolf Lodge? Great Wolf Lodge? I'm really scared of the guys. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't feel good. Where are you? You have to be up there. There's a stick. I'm so scared. It doesn't help. Like, I had my door open because it's hot. But I don't like having my door open because I feel like someone's gonna get me. I close my door so I can feel safe. But I don't feel safe, to be honest. Okay, well, I'm here now. Please don't open a door. What's the purpose if these don't open? Extinguish, perchance? Oh my god, I feel vile. Okay. Phew. Okay. Good to know. Great Wolf Lodge. Is this above where we were before? Could I have gotten into the movie theater? If I had known that. It's so hot in my room. I hear him. Grey Wolf Lodge, are you in here? That doesn't sound ideal. Ugh. He does not sound happy. Huh. That's different. Is that where I came from? The tower? I feel like yes. I feel like I did a circle. I already did this. Hold on. Ugh. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Because I feel physically unwell. And I don't actually think it's because of the game. I think I'm just not feeling good. But maybe I am just that nervous and because I was already on edge from the stupid motel. I don't know. But I feel unusually bad. So I don't think it's because of the stream. Or not stream, but the game. Because even when I felt anxious and stuff from the game, it didn't feel like this. Like my arms feel bad. Like I may be having a blood sugar thing going on. So I'm not sure what to do in this situation. I may need to call it because it does kind of feel like a blood sugar thing, maybe. Which I don't want to. I want to play a video game. I want to play a video game so bad. But what if I'm just anxious because of the game and I don't know? I don't know. Will you tell me right now? Will there be a man who is aggressive towards me? Will Great Wolf Lodge be aggressive towards me? Or will he be friendly? Because that, I don't know. I don't know if I'm anxious because of the game or if I'm unwell. It is like extremely warm in my room. And I don't know why. And even when I had my door open, it just didn't help. So that kind of sucks. It's very hot. I think it might be just, I don't know. We have been live for almost 4 hours today, so my thought process is if I end stream, am I going to immediately feel better? Question mark, or am I still going to feel bad? I think I would still feel bad, but I don't know. Because if I were to end stream and if I immediately felt better, then it just means I was anxious because of the game. But I can't tell. I'll see it through the end of the loop. Which I think we probably have more than enough time. So, if I throw up, bummer. I probably won't do that, but I do feel pretty much like I've gone in a loop though, and that's odd. Hello? They don't want me going in there. I'm curious about the place with all the candles. Stand here. Is that where you came from? No. Unless... Okay. Hi. Okay. I think that'll have to be it. I'm still not feeling good, so I can't. I don't know. I don't think it's good game. I think I'm sick. So bummer. We're going to read Anarchy, I think. I might be live on Saturday. I might not. I don't know, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Raiden. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I wish I didn't have to cut now, but I don't know. This is odd. I will see you later. Goodbye.